Good afternoon and welcome to the 24-hour track test of our coreless motor and 3D printed adapter. The weather is sunny and 67 degrees. In testing, we completed 285 laps every 2 hours. It appears we could do 290 with some minor track maintenance. And we won't have any pit stops in the first 2 hours, but we will have after that. So with the 5 laps less for pit stops, we're expecting 285 laps every 2 hours. And we will be giving updates every 2 hours. Let's see how we go. Our goal is 3,420 laps, which is 267.5 miles.
5, 4, 2, 1.
Welcome back to part 2 of the 24-hour track test of our coreless motor and 3D printing adapter. It is 4 p.m. PST or Los Angeles time. The weather is sunny and 63 degrees. We have completed 2 hours of the test and we are a bit less than happy with the results so far. Except the main goal is to see how long a coreless motor can last compared to an FA 130 motor. By laps we mean circuits, so 5 times around is 1 circuit or 1 lap. The starting speed was 19.7 kilometers per hour, which after 2 hours had dropped to 16.7 kilometers per hour. That is an 8.1% drop over 2 hours. We will have to do better than that to meet our goal of 3,420 laps. More importantly, we will be thrilled if this motor can last 24 hours. Okay, we'll be back in 2 hours with another update. Thanks for watching. Welcome back to part 3 of the 24-hour track test of our coreless motor and 3D printed adapter. It is 6 p.m. here in California. The weather is clear and 58 degrees. We have completed 4 hours of the test and we are happy with the results so far. The main goal is to see how long a coreless motor can last. We completed 282 laps before taking our second pit stop for batteries. Starting speed was slower at 19.5 kilometers per hour, which after 2 hours dropped to 16.9 kilometers per hour, which was a faster ending speed. At a 4.3% drop, that was a much less drop over the second 2 hour stint. So far, it does not look good for meeting our goal of 3,420 laps. We will be back in 2 hours with another update. Welcome back to part 4 of the 24-hour track test of our coreless motor and 3D printed adapter. The main goal is to see how long a coreless motor can last compared to an FA 130 motor. It is 8 p.m. here in California. The weather is clear and 54 degrees. We have completed 6 hours of the test and we are down 2 laps from the previous 2 hour stint. We completed 280 laps before taking our third pit stop for batteries. Starting speed was a lot slower at 19.2 kilometers per hour, which after 2 hours dropped to 16.9 kilometers per hour, which was the same ending speed as last time. At a 6.1% drop, that was more of a drop than during the third 2 hour stint. So far, that leaves us 28 laps short of meeting our goal of 3,420 laps. We'll be back in 2 hours with another update. Welcome back to part 5 of the 24-hour track test of our coreless motor and 3D printed adapter. The main goal is to see how long a coreless motor can last compared to an FA 130 motor. It is 10 p.m. here in California. The weather is clear and 53 degrees. We have completed 8 hours of the test and we are up 1 lap from the previous 2 hour stint. We completed 281 laps before taking our 4th pit stop for batteries. We improved our pit stop strategy and gained an extra lap, or only lost 4 laps instead of losing 5. Still, that leaves us 33 laps short of meeting our goal of 3,420 laps. Correction on the speed drops, they were more like 16%, 13%, 12%, and 16% over the past 4 2-hour stints. We will be back in 2 hours with another update. Welcome back to part 6 of the 24-hour track test of our coreless motor and 3D printed adapter. The main goal is to see how long a coreless motor can last compared to an FA130 motor. It is midnight here in California. The weather is clear and 51 degrees. We have completed 10 hours of the test and a total of 1,410 laps before taking our 5th pit stop for batteries. 1,410 laps is like 176 kilometers or 109 miles. Still, that leaves us with an average of 141 laps per hour and 36 laps short of meeting our goal of 3,420 laps. We'll be back in 2 hours with another update. The time is 2 a.m. The temperature is 49 degrees. The location is California. We have completed 12 hours of a 24-hour track test. We have completed 1,693 laps, which is equivalent to 211 kilometers or 131 miles. That is an average of 17.6 kilometers per hour or 11 miles per hour. That is an average of 141 laps per hour. At this rate, we will be 34 laps short of our projected goal of 3,420 laps. Okay, check back in 2 hours for more updates. Hey, we're here in California. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. The temperature is 47 degrees. It's cold, but at least it's not 44 degrees. And we've completed 14 hours of our 24-hour track test. We've completed 1,978 laps, which is equivalent to 247 kilometers or 153 miles. The average is 17.7 kilometers per hour or 11 miles per hour. And the average laps per hour is 141 still. So we're still going to be 34 laps short of our projected goal of 3,420 laps. Okay, check back in a couple hours, and at that time I'll probably have some coffee to wake me up and keep this thing going. All right, thanks for watching. Good morning. The time is 6 a.m. here in California. The temperature is 47 degrees. It's still dark outside. We are 16 hours into the test with only 8 hours to go. We had a great 2-hour stint with 290 laps completed. We improved our pit strategy, which now only takes 3 laps instead of 4 or 5 laps. So far, we have completed 2,258 laps, which is equivalent to 282 kilometers or 175 miles. That is an average of 17.6 kilometers per hour or 11 miles per hour. That is an average of 141.2 laps per hour. At this rate, we will be 33 laps short of our projected goal, which is 3,420 laps. And I have to say I'm really impressed with this coreless motor, its performance, and it's actually going faster the last 3 2-hour stints. For the last. Good morning. It is 8 o'clock in the morning here in Southern California. The temperature is 50 degrees and the sun is beautiful. We are 18 hours into the test with only 6 hours to go. We had an even better 2-hour stint with 292 laps completed. That gives us a total of 2,560 laps completed, which is equivalent to 320 kilometers or 199 miles. That is an average of 17.8 kilometers per hour or 11.1 miles per hour. That is an average of 142.2 laps per hour. At that rate, we will only be 7 laps short of our projected goal of 3,420 laps. I haven't had any coffee yet, however, the speed of this coreless motor keeps my attention and my eyes open between naps. The time is 10 a.m. here in Southern California. The temperature is 58 degrees already with clear blue skies. We are 20 hours into the test with only 4 hours to go. I have to say that the coreless motor seems unstoppable. We had another better 2-hour stint with 293 laps completed. That gives us a total of 2,853 laps completed, which is equivalent to 357 kilometers or 222 miles. That is an average of 17.8 kilometers per hour or 11.1 miles per hour. That is an average of 142.7 laps per hour. At this rate, we will be 4 laps over our projected goal of 3,420 laps. As a reminder, the 2-hour stint lap totals so far have been 286, 282, 280, 281, 281, 283, 285, 290, 292, and 293. The time is 12 o'clock here in Southern California. Temperature is already 69 degrees with clear blue skies. We are 22 hours into the test with only 2 hours to go. The cordless motor is going faster than ever. We had another better 2-hour stint with 294 laps completed. That gives us a total of 3,147 laps, which is equivalent to 393 kilometers or 244 miles. That is an average of 17.9 kilometers per hour or 11.1 miles per hour. The average is also 143 laps per hour. At this rate, we will be 13 laps over our projected goal of 3,420 laps. Incredibly, the tires and rollers are handling the task quite well. The gears still seem tight and the axle bearings have not seized up. The time is 2 p.m. here in sunny Southern California. The temperature is still 69 degrees with clear blue skies. We have completed the entire 24 hours of the cordless motor testing with the 3D printed FA motor adapter designed by Under-Engineered 1077. It has been 7 years since I had the idea of a 3D printed adapter in the shape of a FA 130 motor, and here we are today to see the successful results.